Greetings to everybody watching this video. This is Rishika and I am here to talk about a very significant theme in the work, The Lion and the Jewel by the Nigerian playwright Wole Soyinka. Now this play has other significant themes like there's this tussle between love and lust, we have the exploitation of women by the misusal of authority, but what I am going to focus on here is how holding on to toxic traditionality and the refusal to accept modernity is painful for one person. I'm not saying everything about modernity is all rainbows and unicorns, but we can take our own traditional ideas, the Indian traditions, and how it is very vast and very beautiful. But we also had Sati. Yeah, so I'd have to say that I'm thankful it's not there anymore. We all should be thankful. I believe everybody is. So there are certain toxic things about traditionality, and people have to outgrow it. People have to accept the civilization, accept everything good about the civilization. I'm not saying to accept everything. It's just we can filter out good and bad things. And to explain this topic further in The Lion and the Jewel, I'm also going to make the use of another Nigerian novelist who named his novel with the poem of W.B. Yeats, Things Fall Apart, the center cannot hold, mere anarchy is loosed upon the earth. Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. So both of these works have very different kind of protagonists from the outside. I mean, we have Siddhi here. Siddhi who's doubly oppressed because she's an African woman. And by double oppression, I mean Africans are already oppressed by the white mass, and then the African masculinists, the patriarchs, are oppressing the women in their households. So African women are doubly oppressed, obviously. They do not have any agency that they can use. But we have Okonkwo. Okonkwo is a very respected man in his community called Umuofia. He's a very successful wrestler and he's trying to overpower his father's bad legacy. His father is Unoko and he died a very shameful death, and Okonkwo is trying to grow out of it. So now I'm going to compare these two characters and how both of these characters who are very different from the outside are actually kind of very similar. Now Siddhi here does not accept the love of Lakunle, a very good man, because he refused to pay the bride price to her. Now we have to understand why Lakunle is refusing here, and I cannot explain the beauty of it with my own words, so I'm going to use Wole Soyinka here. So to pay the price would be to buy a heifer off the market stall. You'd be my chattel, my mere property. This man does not want to buy Siddhi like a property, like she's some cattle, okay? And then when we are bed, you shall not walk or sit tethered. We shall sit at a table together, not on the floor and eat. Not with fingers, but with knives. I'm not saying that use of cutlery and knives is what the epitome of civilization is, but this symbolizes some kind of civilization, and not that Lakunle wants the Eurocentric ideas. Lakunle wants the good thing. Lakunle wants his wife to be equal to him, and Siddhi does not see that and goes on to be seduced by Baroka, the Baal Baroka, the 62-year-old madman. Okay, well, let's keep Siddhi at one side. Now I'm going to take Okonkwo here. Now Okonkwo, very respected, trying to outgrow of his father's weakness, beats his wife and children to showcase his masculinity. Like he beats them, he abuses them, and then he gets his foster son who's called Ikemfuna from this another village, and Okonkwo grows to like this boy. He cares for him like his own son. But then there is this oracle of Umuofio, like the oracle of Delphi, and this oracle tells that we have to kill Ikemfuna, and Okonkwo proceeds to do that just because he does not want to be weak before his village members. This is the fault of these two people. They think, now Okonkwo thinks that masculinity, patriarchy is what makes him respectful, not his own ideals, not his own virtues, not love. He thinks showing love is a weakness. He thinks showing affection is kind of a weakness. And there's Siddhi who obviously thinks that bride price is something that she demands so she can get agency out of it, and she thinks that she believes the bail just so that she could get money out of it. Like So at the end of the day, we do realize that both Siddhi and Okonkwo had dug their own graves because they couldn't let go of these toxic traditions. I'm not saying that it's the only cause, because there are other factors that contributed to their destruction, but it is certainly a very important theme of it. And it is like this traditional system is indoctrinating lots of views about to the generation, and most of it are grand narratives certainly, and to break down, to deconstruct it took lots of centuries for us. And after all these, we are still holding on to certain toxic traditions without even realizing that it is toxic. So yeah, that's the cause for both of these people's fall. And yeah, thank you.